Welcome back to another video with Hashtag Tutoring. Today we're looking at the geometry of straight lines. So if you have a line AB, the angle that you are extending from the direction of B all the way to direction of A is always 180. Okay, and if you have a line and a line AB crossing, the angle between this is 80, and you want to find the other remaining angle, just remember x and 80 must add up to 180, which makes x 100. Okay, another rule is when you have two lines that are crossing like this, will always give you four angles, which is A, B, C, and D. And the most important thing to always remember is that these four angles must add up to 360. That is, A plus B plus C plus D must be 360. For the same example, the opposite angles must be equal, meaning A is equals to C and also B is equals to D. Okay, so if you have line 1, 2, and with angles A and D, again, if you check the rule number 1, A plus B plus D must always add up to 180. Same goes for angle C and angle B. When you add them both together, you are going to get 180. Okay, moving forward to the next rule, if you have two lines that first are going in the same direction and second they will never touch, these lines are meant to be parallel or are said to be parallel to each other. Okay, and if you have two lines that are touching each other at angle 90, these two lines are said to be perpendicular to each other. Excuse me. Okay, so the next other thing to look at, rule number 6, is if you have two angles that are adding up to 90 degrees, say A plus B, these angles A and B are said to be complementary angles. Rule number 7, two parallel lines crossed by another. These 2 points are the same. So if you have an angle A here and an angle B here, these 2 angles are said to be corresponding angles. And the reason is because angle A is equals to angle B. Look at the similarity. So at the dot, the underside is angle A and angle B. Rule number 8, two parallel lines crossed with the other. It's very important to realize that these 2 points are the same. So if you have an angle here, say A, an angle here, say B, these 2 angles are said to be alternate angles. That is, A is equals to B, and the reason is, check the position of angle B at the bottom dot and check the position of where it's supposed to be at the top dot. You will find that if you go back to rule number 3, these 2 angles are actually the same because they are opposite angles. Rule number 9, two lines parallel to each other and they are crossed by one line. If you look at this, if you have angle A and angle B as they are. Remember, those 2 points are the same. Therefore, A and B are said to be co-interior angles. The reason being because they both add up to 180. This is because if you look at rule number 1, check where the position of B is at the bottom dot and where it is supposed to be at that other top dot. So rule number 1 says that these two angles on a straight line, they must add up to 180. Hence, that's why we say A plus B is equals to 180.